hear that interview?
I did not. No,
you didn't. You're basically talking about incredible conditions in Homs and Baba Amr, 20,000 people sort of living under fire and not going out in the streets ever. Is this a situation you recognize?
Absolutely. This is one of the most horrific things that ever happened to Syria throughout the history of this country. And the sad thing is done by the very government that's supposed to protect the people. I mean, the level of death and destruction is unbelievable.
And what, or how would you define the Syrian National Council's role now?
Well, I mean, the Syrian National Council is providing the political support for the revolution, which was continued to be very spontaneous, trying to organize itself with so far little success because of the ability of the regime to cut off communication and roads. And so the role of the council is really to connect the revolution with the outside world and to gather support for the people of Syria.
Do you think you've failed to do that so far?
I have to say that, yes, we failed to do that. I think we are greatly disappointed by what the rest of the world has been doing. We heard a lot.
The world is looking for somebody to bind around, and it hasn't found it yet.
Well, I don't buy this excuse. I mean, the world has intervened in situations that were less problematic in terms of human rights and with less organization. I think the Syrian opposition is far ahead in organization than any other opposition so far, including the Iraqi opposition.
Organized perhaps, but not together.
I mean, that's true. The problem is this council is trying to represent all voices within the country.
So that's like trying to nail down jelly, isn't it?
It's like trying to put together under one party the Republican and the Democrats, or the three parties in Great Britain. So this is a very tough task, and the world keep asking us to add on more people. So they say, well, I mean, you are not
they want you to be
enough.
inclusive.
They want us to be inclusive more, even more than this.
And you think that's impossible?
That's really impossible. I mean, I would challenge anybody in the world that would be able to do that.
But therefore, you're proposing a council that wouldn't be fully representative.
No, it is fully representative of all the political spectrum and in fact, the ethnic and religious, communities. But it's not representative of every, noisy voice outside, in the opposition. And I think the world would like to have more people that probably they want to shortly name them by name.
All right. Louay, thank you very much for joining us.